Katie Hopkins, folks. Yes, that's it. Katie Hopkins. I know many of you follow her. I know many of you like her. For all she's relatively outspoken. I seen the piece that she did, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before now, on that their YouTube, about 8 minutes long, about the bosses at BBC at the radio side of things, and how they're treating the staff, and how they're taking part in box ticking exercises. And to a great extent, Katie, I agree with you. But I think you've missed the point with a couple of things there, love, and I'll just put you right now. Now, I'm not going to necessarily do these in order, but we're going to leave the biggie till last, and that's old Steve Wright, because obviously he's the one that's in our thoughts at the moment with what happened tragically earlier on this week. But, yeah, I mean, it started a while back now. I mean, I think Vanessa Phelps was the first to go. I don't know if she was pushed, but she knew she was about to get pushed, so she walked. I think she might have took a pair, but she walked. Vanessa at the time was, I think, she's about 61 now. I think she was replaced with Owain Wynne-Evans. You may know him, you may not. Many of you won't know him because he came from a weather background. He was doing the weather, but mainly in the northwest of England. So you didn't know him other than the fact that he did the weather and he was a pretty good drummer. Anyway, Owain happens to be 38, a lot younger than Vanessa, but he's also an LGBTQ plus advocate. He's into all of that. I mean, he's gay himself, and you know he speaks for them on their behalf. So obviously we're ticking a couple of boxes there. Younger person and gay. They like that. No doubt about that. Then obviously the last one was old Ken Bruce obviously went as well, but again I think he realised they wanted him out. As much of an age thing as much as anything else. I think Ken's 73. They replaced him with Vernon Kay at 49. Now, before that, in between the both of them, I think, was our Steve himself. Now, many have said that, well, some have said that he may well have died of a broken heart because he never got over the fact that Radio 2, should I say, kicked him out. He would never have admitted that to anybody because he wasn't that kind of person. He kept things to himself and he didn't like to moan because that's the kind of guy that he was. But no doubt he felt marginalised and, you know, unhappy with the whole situation, and why not? They moved him out. I mean, what's Steve? He's just died at 69. I think they replaced him with a guy from Radio 1. Is it not Scott Mills? Yes, Scott Mills. 50 years of age, 19 years younger. And Scott at the moment's got a fiancée, Sam. What does his name? I wrote it down because I don't know him. Sam Vaughan. He's got a fiancée, Sam Vaughan. Now, before you go any further, no, it's not Samantha Vaughan. It's probably Samuel. It's a fella. It's a guy. Because Scott also happens to be gay. So, we've got a younger male, white male, and gay. We've got Owain Wynne-Evans, younger again, white male, gay, and a bit of a, what did he call him? A rights advocate. So he speaks up for them all the time, which is good. Now, obviously, with Ken moving aside, we've got Vernon Kay. Now, I know Vernon is supposed, we're guessing he's straight. He's with Tess. But again, he's younger. So I would say to... Katie there, I think that the thing is, love, I think what they've done, firstly, they've looked at age. They're making everybody younger. Then, if they can tick some boxes, they've looked at that, and that's what they've done. They've gone for people that are gay, younger white males. They like it. They like all that, obviously like that. But the big thing they've gone for, they've thought to themselves, why keep 3 ultra professionals on, 2 of who are absolutely brilliant, and 1 who is 120% best in class? Why keep them on, especially being as though they've got really big audiences, Steve Wright and Ken Bruce particularly? Why keep them on when we can bring 3 numpties in that are absolutely shite at the job? Let's bring 3 shite-hawks in and get rid of the creme de la creme. Let's do it that way because that'll really work for us. What we'll do, we'll bring these 3 younger people in. 2 of them are gay, so that's really, really, really good. It'll look good. We'll tick lots of boxes. We'll tank. We'll lose loads and loads and loads of fans. You know, the viewership will go down, or listenership, should I say, it'll go down absolutely massively. But not to worry about that, because we can be seen to be ticking some boxes. And should anything ever happen to any of these 3 people we've got rid of, we'll come out and tell everybody how great they were, how wonderful they were, how much they did for Radio 2, you know, and how we think the world of him. We'll bin him first, but then we'll tell you all we think the world of him. Which was what? Was he called Tim David? Was that his name? I'm not sure what his name is. He's somebody I'd never want a pint with or a cup of tea with. No. I don't like somebody that stabs you in the back and then comes out and tells everybody how great you are. That doesn't wash well with me, that. So no, Katie, I do know what you're saying. they were ticking some boxes, but I think age came into it as well, and I think they like the idea of replacing Best in Class with shite. I don't know why they'd like that idea, but that's what they've done on all three instances, and I don't get why they would do that, but obviously they've got their own opinion. I don't know, maybe they thought the presenters were getting bigger than the shows, were bigger than the radio station, and they didn't want that. So bring three numpties in, they'll all, be kept in the place, do as they're told, probably on less wages because they're not as good, and everyone's a winner. They probably think. The listeners aren't on a winner, no. I mean, the Steve Wright show, I listen to it religiously. I've probably heard 2 15-minute snippets of the other fellas since he's come in. It's just something I would never, ever, ever dream of turning to now. There's no reason. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it anyway.